Why do millions suffer literal heartbreak when their team loses, even if they never touch the ball or step foot on the court? Have you ever seen someone crying after their team loses in a championship? Have you ever gotten butterflies in your stomach before kickoff? If so, then you understand the psychology of sports fandom. Sports are more than competitive activities, they're emotional activities. We all have sports connections, from family friends involved in teams to our casual fandom during championship time. Researchers have proven that extreme fans go through hormonal changes and emotions like professional athletes. For example, when they win, their testosterone increases. When it loses, it decreases. I know this connection is true because I've come from a sports family my whole life and I know myself as a sports fan. I will discuss the psychology of being a sports fan by examining the emotional connection to one's team, the identity and community that sports surround, and the psychological benefits and detriments of being a sports fan. But first, let's look at the emotional connection that creates this fandom. There's an emotional connection to teams and athletes where when a team wins, fans feel like they win and are sad and embarrassed when a team loses. Psychologists call this basking in reflected glory, or burging, where people take credit for their team's wins. For example, when they win, they are more likely to wear their jersey and say, "We won." But when they lose, many people dissociate from the loss. This is called corfing, meaning cutting off reflected failure. A great example is when Cowboys fans loudly say, "We're going to the Super Bowl this year." But once they lose in embarrassing fashion, those same fans start distancing themselves by saying things like, "The Cowboys always choke," or "I knew they weren't that good anyway." While this emotional connection holds strong, there is so much to gain from being a fan and identity. There is scientific evidence that being a sports fan can reduce stress levels while increasing self esteem and social integration. Thus, when people are talking about the game last night or watching sports in a social setting, it's good for mental health. The Telegraph reports that studies find diehard fans report much higher life satisfactions than anyone else because they are part of something bigger than themselves. On the flip side, extreme fandom can promote violence, aggression, and hostility. For some people, there exists sports depression, where with tremendous losses with their team, it changes their mood for the whole day. Being a sports fan is more than cheering at a game. It encompasses our psychology, identity, and emotion. Today I've expl- Today I've explained what it means to understand the psychology of being a sports fan by acknowledging emotional connections to one's team, identity, and community, surrounding sports and psychological benefits and drawbacks of being a fan. So the next time you see or hear someone yelling at the TV screen for their team, just know it's more than about sports. It's about psychology, identity, and what makes us human. Sometimes cheering for our team is just cheering for ourselves. Thank you for watching. All right, y'all are good. Appreciate y'all, boys.
Bro, turn that
Appreciate